And number 4, the last one, if you want to develop a heart for souls, is after you have prayed and you continue to pray, the last thing is learn to imitate God. Become imitators of God. If you look at Ephesians chapter 5, 1 and 2, Ephesians 5, 1 and 2, New Living Translation, it says, imitate God. Come on, what does it mean to imitate? King James says, be followers of God. But NLT says, imitate God. What does it mean to imitate? During the week, I saw myself taking extra time, to look after Amir. And you just see the mystery of child development. Because children watch you and they try to imitate you. Do you understand? Yeah, because that is how they grow. It's not in them. That is why environment matters. So God has brought us into the family of God. So now you have his life. The way you grow is to make sure that you learn to imitate him. You have to love God. The children that love their parents unconsciously behave like them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Simple as, if you love your father and your father wears his watch on his right hand, you grow up wanting to wear your watch on your right hand. And if you don't do, doesn't mean you don't love. But generally, when you love people, you see yourself doing things like them. Are you still here today? So he says, now that you're in the family of God, if you want to have a heart for souls, then you already know who God is. You already know why God does what he does. And you're already praying about it. The last step is take time to imitate him. Imitate God. Therefore, in everything you do what? Imitate God. Ask God, okay, if God wanted to wear his shoe, how will he wear it? If he wanted to wear a watch, how will he wear it? If God wanted to speak to somebody who just insulted him, how will he? What will he do? Imitate him. Do you understand? In everything, because you are his dear children. To live a life filled with love. If you want to imitate God, you must live a life filled with love. Why? Because God is love. Live a life filled with love, following the example of Christ. You cannot be a follower of Christ and be acting like Moses. Follow the example of Christ. Christ is not Moses. Moses is not Christ. You cannot be a follower of Christ and the only scripture you know is in Leviticus. You cannot be a follower of Christ and the only thing you quote as law is Deuteronomy and Exodus. No, you cannot be. You are not a disciple of Moses or Elijah. You are a disciple of Christ. And Christ is love. He loved us and offered himself as a sacrifice for us, a pleasing aroma to God. So if he loved us and offered himself to us, then you must love people and offer yourself a sacrifice. Now, let me read the same scripture in the TPT, in the Passion Translation. It says, be imitators of God in everything you do. For then you will represent your Father as his beloved sons and daughters, and continue to walk surrendered to the extravagant love of Christ. For he surrendered his life as a sacrifice for us. His great love for us was pleasing to God, like an aroma of adoration, a sweet healing fragrance. In learning to imitate him. Learning to imitate him. That is what your pastor is trying to do every day. Learning to imitate him. I don't idolize people anymore. There's no idol in my life. Only Christ is the one that matters. One that matters. And I say to you what Paul said to the church. Paul said, follow me as I follow Christ. Please follow me as long as you see me following Christ. The moment you see I'm no longer imitating Christ, please stop following me. Yeah. Praise God.